today we're going to look at how children learn the subsystems as they go through the 4 stages of language acquisition. Okay, so we're going to look at it in 3 separate sections. So first of all, phonology, then lexicon and semantics, and then grammar. So we're going to put morphology and syntax together. I want you to read through these sounds and have a think about what you think these sounds have in common. So pause here, have a think, write it down, and then come back. Okay, so what I've noticed that these sounds have in common is that they all start with a single consonant sound, they all have a monophthong sound immediately afterwards, and then they all end in another single consonant sound. So babies learn sounds in clearly identifiable patterns. They will often have difficulty with consonant clusters, meaning a whole lot of consonants all grouped together, typically leaving one consonant out if they are saying a word that has quite a few consonants together. When this happens, children will often produce a compromising sound, which has the characteristics of both the consonant sounds in the cluster. For example, spill may start with an F because it has the fricative quality of the S and the bilabial quality of P. All right, so we're going to look at the fist phenomenon. We're going to read through this interaction and I want you to think about what does it tell us about the way that children learn language. So the child says, look at my fist. Adult, is this your fist? No, my fist. Your fist? No. Your fish? Yes, my fist. Okay, so this shows us that children understand how words are supposed to sound, but they can't actually produce these sounds themselves clearly. The mismatch between awareness and production can lead to the child becoming frustrated, which we can see in this interaction here. We can hear the agitation that this child would have because the adult is repeating back to them exactly what the child is saying, but the child knows that that's not what is meant to, what that word is meant to sound like. Okay, learning lexis and semantics. So we've already talked about overgeneralization when children apply one word to too many contexts. We're also going to talk about undergeneralization. So this is when children use specific expressions in a much more limited set of contexts. To go over both of these, can you please go to page 52 of the yellow book, Love the Lingo, and read the descriptions of over and undergeneralization and summarize them with examples in your notes and then add it into your scrapbooks as well, please. Okay, we're going to talk about the WUG test now. So if this is a WUG, now we've got 2 of them. So if there are 2, we know that they have to be called WUGs. Okay, we automatically apply that inflectional morpheme, the S, onto the end because we know that to make something plural in English, typically you will add an S onto it. Okay, so I want you to go to Love the Lingo, again, the yellow one, and read page 53 to 54 about the WUG test and summarize it and answer the question that we've got here. So what does the WUG test show about how children learn language? Then come back to the video. Okay, your final task is to summarize each of the following in a paragraph. So you need to summarize how children learn phonology, then how children learn lexicology and semantics, and finally, how children learn grammar. You need to refer to studies and examples in your answers. You don't need to go and do a whole lot of extra research, just the examples and the studies that we've talked about in this video and in the book will be fine.